Thank you so much, Dick. And, I was glad Benson got personal. And I sure hope Dick Harpootlian does not. We had a great day yesterday, and I know we will the rest of this week. But what a great group of people. You know, when we think about the Republicans in South Carolina, we love politics and political events. But when we get out of the politics and the political events, what we're really interested in is the people of the state. And that's a great difference, Vincent, I think, between this group and what a group of Republicans, they stay into politics right on through government. And I think as we approach 2 years from now, we really ought to think about that vote for someone who's for the power of the people instead of the power of politics. But we're so lucky to have a great, bright young leader like Vincent Shaheen, and I'm proud of you and I appreciate the nice things you said about me. That's nothing about politics. But I have so much interest in education, as all of you know. And as I mentioned, wasn't that a great crowd we had at the Jim Fiber's thing last night? And one point I made last night is let's talk about issues some. And education is always an important issue to all of us. It's a democratic issue, and it's something that all of us have always stood for. But to compare where Barack Obama is and Romney is a very interesting comparison. And it really is revealing. We are, in this presidential race, the Democratic Party, the Democratic candidate is the one that far exceeds the support of quality schools for all of our children, from early childhood right on through higher education. And when you look at President Obama's policies, really was to try to give federal dollars back to the states with encouragement for them, incentives, as you would call it, to then develop high standards, to develop quality teachers, to take failing schools and turn them around, not give up on them, not close them down and open up private schools, but to turn them around. That's hard work. It's frustrating work in many cases. And I tell you, it's very important work. And that's what the whole idea of the Obama administration has done. And it makes all the states then get involved in doing these things to try to appeal to the incentive dollars of room at the top, or race at the top, and all the other deals. One is, of course, in Clarendon County, and also in Walterboro and Carter Shane, the President's program, I-3, Innovation 3, then provided funds, and we're going to have some of the highest quality curriculum in those two high schools, Scotts Branch, where Brown versus Board originated, and then down in Walterboro County in Colleton County, right out of Walterboro. That's federal dollars coming down. We had to get up some state and local dollars from that too. Now you're going to see two very high quality high schools in an area that heretofore was overlooked and denied. And then you look at Romney's education program. He doesn't talk a lot about it, and he shouldn't. He has supported Ryan's budget in the House, which called for like a 20% cut in education. Well, so how are you going to turn around failing schools? How are you going to reach quality teachers? How are you going to take the next generation of young people and give them the kind of opportunity that they deserve with a 20% cut? This is, as I pointed out last night, the education economy, learning economy. Education is what makes it happen. And that's where our president is. and that's where I am, and that's where you are, and that is not where Romney is. And not only cut, then what they saved some money by cutting education and shifted them to private schools through the voucher program. And that's hostile to quality public schools. And you and I need to fight those efforts. Anything that takes the attention, the focus off of quality public schools is a mistake. And I hope that all of you will notice that, and let's enjoy the politics and enjoy the fun and each other. We love that. That's part of democracy, part of what's great in this country. But let's talk about some issues. And let's talk about what's important when we go back home and then work for this election. And then hopefully then in 2 years, we'll really have a shot at some important things with bright young leaders we have. So thank you all very much. My grandson is here, Pierce Smith. Pierce is a Clemson man, and of course I'm a Furman person in South Carolina, but I love Clemson, you know that. And but in the end, his young brother is a sophomore at Clemson. Pierce is a senior. So Pierce, it's good to have you with us. And we had a great time yesterday hunting for the AT&T facility. Yeah. And I had, we're all well educated. So anyhow, but we had a leader. We had Connie. And we walked and walked and walked. And everything, I would say, Connie, we were wet, tired. Connie, how much further do we have? Two more blocks. She told me 2 more blocks 7 times. Like when we were going, they said, well, the gate's locked here. You have to walk 2 blocks around here to get back to right here. So we finally got this place, and I said, man, if we can get some air conditioning, I don't care, even if you can't eat. So we got in there, and this lady was at the door, and all this security and all, and Connie went running up to her and was pleading with her to let us in or whatever. And she said, oh yeah, come in. I don't know what she told her, but the lady bowed at me when I came in. She said, Senator, we're so glad to have you. Anyhow, we were glad to get there. And in the building, it was an AT&T building. So we went in and had this wonderful meal. And then we realized it wasn't the AT&T. We had lunch off CNN. You all see the AT&T people, we thought we were there. We had a wonderful time, and then we got out and walked, and then it rained on us. So, I mean, other than nature itself, we had a great day. It's great to be with all of you. Let's have a good week, and when we get home, let's talk about what's serious and what's important, and let's get our state moving in the right direction.